I was always afraid to admit my love for meditation. It was because in my mind I thought that other people would think I was foolish. But in reality, I thought it was foolish. Over the course of the last few months, I tried meditation a couple times. Sometimes I just created a habit that lasted a few days. Sometimes I created a habit that lasted a few weeks. But recently in my life, I've had some changes. A lot of things have been changing, and they've created a big feeling of loneliness. I felt lost. I just moved 3 hours away from my home. I moved into an apartment with two good friends of mine, but the thing was that my two friends didn't move in yet. So I moved 3 hours away from home into a big, empty place by myself. I lost personal connection with everyone in my life. I instantly had no one to talk to. I instantly had no one to hang out with. Within 24 hours, I gave up my entire social life and threw myself into the environment known as New York City. All of my emotions continued to consume my mind until I meditated. In my unfurnished house, sitting in my furnished room, without a single peep from anything around, with my headphones on and my lights off, I sat in silence for just 10 minutes as my brain went off. All of the anger, all of the frustration, all of the uncertainty, all of the loneliness, every negative feeling that I had been feeling for the previous 24 hours had been released in my mind through a series of emotions. I felt every single one of them as if they were present, as if they were vibrant, as if they were taking control of my mind. And then they all distinguished. When those 10 minutes were up, I had an extreme, overwhelming feeling of freedom. I had an extreme, overwhelming feeling of happiness. Meditation has been a tool that I don't use all of the time, even though I think that would help a lot, but it's been a tool that I've been using when I need it. Today specifically, I needed it, and it drastically helped my happiness. It drastically helped my state of mind. Now, this was an extreme example of me feeling not happy. I would say that 98% of the time I'm pretty happy. I'm always happy, I'm always excited, and if I'm not, I'm figuring out why. I'm pretty self-aware. But I'm using this extreme example because I know that there are a lot of people out there who aren't happy all of the time and aren't positive and aren't optimistic, and I see a big strategy and a big benefit from feeling those emotions all the time. I feel like one of my biggest strengths is just the ability to be happy, and if I'm not happy, I try to figure out why. And this day, this extreme situation of where I felt lonely and I felt alone and kind of sad is rare for me. But I was self-aware enough to understand that something was wrong, and I just tried meditation. And as soon as I was done meditating, for only 10 minutes, I felt the benefits. That day I was extremely happy the rest of the day, like happier than I was for a few weeks. And today I did the same thing and I had the same result, the same benefit. Now, meditation may look different for everybody. For me, I personally use an app on my phone. I sit down, I get a quiet place to put on noise-canceling headphones. I go into the app, I choose whatever time I want, whatever thing I want, and it's a guided meditation. It tells me what to focus on, it tells me what to think. Meditation isn't the fact of not thinking. Meditation is the fact of just being still and taking time for yourself. And when I did that, brought out all of the negative feelings I was feeling, and then I didn't feel them again. But meditation for you may be different. One experiment that I love to do when I'm in a public place is to look at strangers and just imagine them in their happiest state. Imagine that somebody who looks like they play soccer just won a soccer game, or their favorite team just won the World Cup. Imagine somebody who looks like they love to dance, going to a dance competition and winning and just celebrating it. Like, just imagine every single person you can see in their absolute best, happiest, most positive state. And that was something I did the day I meditated and got rid of all that negative feeling. And it made me so much happier. Just imagining the best in other people, wishing the best for other people, made me feel a lot better. It was a weird experiment, something I would recommend you trying. But there's so many different ways to be mindful, and it doesn't need to be meditation. Whatever the mindfulness practice is that you decide to use, take advantage of it. Use it as a tool that you have in your pocket all of the time, so then when you have something that goes wrong in your life, which you will, something always goes wrong, something comes up, there's so many little things that you can use in your daily life to not be happy or not be positive. Use some sort of mindfulness practice to have control of your feelings and your emotions and your reactions, and continue living a happy life. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. That is it. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, hit the like button down below, subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this one, and I will see you in the next video.